Whoa! And welcome to another episode of Still Standing. That's one of my favorite artists back then. Now, I was saying like it was. I ain't trying to come after you, fam. I was saying like it was. All right, enough of that. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Still Standing. Look, I had some technical difficulties that was going on earlier, and I was supposed to have started at 7 o'clock. But what had happened was, well, what actually happened was, I didn't understand how to bring in. I thought you could just bring in, um, but anyway, I'm gonna get that fixed this week. And the topic that I was going to discuss, I will discuss it on next Saturday's show. So the show is late tonight because of that. Like I said, I'm not gonna really even call it a show yet because I ain't got one customer. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go into what I have come up with. I just threw something together. I'm pretty much going to ad lib off of it because I feel like this is a real um, 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 I believe this topic is a touchy subject. I believe that it's going to need plenty of different opinions, not just the opinion of one individual. So what and I'm trying to make certain I choose the right words. Like I said, I'm gonna make certain I can, but I want to make certain I choose the right words because I don't want to offend anyone, and I'm not talking to anyone in particular. I'm pretty much just speaking in general because this is exactly what's going on. As you can see from the title, it says that man, who the hell am I living with during COVID-19? Um, I thought about that, and and I thought that the educational part of it was just as interesting. I mean, it was just as interesting, but due to, like I said, due to the technical difficulties, I'm gonna go into this on next weekend with an educator herself. Like I said, and she'll be back with us next week. Well, back because I ain't got one custom. But anyway, back with us on next weekend. But anyway, so I thought about that and I said, well, you know what? I said, now I understand the kids' positions and everything or whatever. I said, but you know what? The parents is going through hell. I saw an article today, and it says that as far as the rise in divorce. Okay, I did not know that 63%. I'm talking about during COVID now. 63%, 63. We're talking about we're considering divorce. 63%. And in a sense now, I said, wait a minute now. I said those numbers have got to be fabricated. But they were like, no, those numbers aren't fabricated. 63%. And out of those 63%, who's to say what percent? Let's just say 30%. Let's say half of that number is true. That's still hard. So what I've come to realize is that people are really people are really finding out who they are really living with now. Okay, so let's look at things that we may have overlooked because you know how a lot of times people are so busy, so they really don't have time to really pay a close attention to a lot of stuff that that they would just overlook. Here it is, you're stuck in the house for like 3 months, so you're able to like look at every little thing, you're able to observe every little thing. And we know a lot of people got a lot of time on their hand because we see TikTok is off the chain. We see such a big rise as far as even bloggers, like myself. I'm a new blogger. I don't have any customers yet, but I'm a new blogger. But so it's so many different things that people use for outlets. But there are so many different things that people don't use for outlets. Okay, for instance, you look at the cooking. Some of you wasn't cooking prior to I'm just being honest, because I wasn't. Some of you wasn't cooking prior to COVID. I'm talking about here it is, the Negro coming in from work, he done slaved all over. I'm talking about he done went there, he done slaved all over the job. But see, he became accustomed to that because he know you wasn't there. He know either that you was out with your own profession, or he know that you were either caught up with the kids, or something had to be going on that that you didn't really have and we're gonna get into the balance thing towards the end, but right now we stuck right now. So here it is, he coming in from work, and here it is, ain't nothing on the stove, and he know COVID going on, he know ain't nothing happening. I'm talking about ain't nothing going on, you can't go outside or nothing. I'm talking about you scared to even sneeze in your own house. Ain't nothing on the stove. So of course he comes in there and he like, wait a minute now. I'm out working all day long. Um, she not working. The kid's grown. Um, Young and the Restless. I don't mind you watching it, but you should have been throwing out some damn chicken steak or some goddamn pizza or something. When I come back in. So I, you can't go. I don't understand. You're a lawyer. You can't even go back to your office right now. I don't understand. So he comes in there. The only thing he does is he just questions. He just questions you. Hold on for 1 second. I had some cameras burning. I had to put it out. I had some set cameras burning. But anyway, he's questioning. He's like, oh, wait a minute now. What do we have to eat? Oh, I got Uber Eats on the way. Hush now, cause Jack, just tell me something. Shut up, now. Hush. He said, no, Jack ain't fit to tell Victor a damn thing. I'm fit to tell your sorry ass something. What the hell you mean I done been sitting out there on the damn track? I've been running a zoom like I was a Negro just come over here on the damn slave ship with Kuta Kante. I didn't have my damn foot cut off because I went opposite direction. But here it is, I'm working, and you mean to tell me you can't have nothing on the damn stove when I come in? I'm hungry as hell. I ain't eating nothing but a damn bag of chips because that's all I had in my damn pocket. Because you take all the damn money and you use for whatever the hell else. And you can't put a damn meal on the table. You talking about some Uber Eats with Corona 19 going on out there? No. No, what you fit to do is get your ass off that damn couch and you fit to no, damn Jack and what Victor them talking about. They got money, and then they got housekeepers that cook lunch, breakfast, and dinner. I'm talking about your ass right now. To hell with Jack and them. I'm talking about you getting your ass in that damn kitchen, picking up a damn pan. I don't give a what the hell you can put dog food in there. Just let me know that you're trying to cook. And then and then they get like, oh, that joke okay every time I turn around. Oh, we got some, now I'm just talking about you know how things may be with when the guy comes in and he's expecting all of this stuff. uh, from the wife. But now let's turn to, because I ain't really finished with how, you know, so I'm talking, because this does happen all across America. Some women right now, some women right now, because you have plenty of strong women. I'm talking about plenty. I'm not even including the strong women. You got plenty of strong women. I'm talking about strong women who gonna survive whether your ass is there or not. Whether you're there or not, they're gonna survive whether your black ass there or not. Don't give a damn whether you go to hell or to hell. They still going to survive. But here it is. You got a lot of women that that are. I don't care whether it's a marriage or whether it's a relationship or whatever it is. But you got a lot of women that will antagonize men, and a lot of times whenever it's just like a pipe. I don't give a damn how much pressure you send to that pipe. It can't hold all that pressure. It's not designed to. And when you put so much stuff, and see, even a man isn't designed to hold the carry but so much. That's why God is the head and then the man, because the man isn't designed to carry what God Himself is supposed to is supposed to tote, according to the word. Now, I ain't trying to bring the word, or whatever, but He's not designed to carry but so much. A lot of times, men get so frustrated because they try to do God's job. You can't do God's job. That's why you get so aggravated and so upset and all this stuff and all this stuff, because you're trying to have cake and you're trying to eat it too. You can't have but a damn. You can't have either a slice of goddamn cake or a slice of pie, a slice of cake or a slice of pie, a slice of damn cake or a slice of damn pie. Which one you want? You greedy ass? I know you want both of them. You greedy two times. You greedy two toe hand mother ass nigga. Some of y'all want cake, pie. Goddamn, you want them to go to damn grocery store. You want all that shit. I'm talking about how how the roles reverse, because you know you got a lot of women that's expecting men to be in God's position, where you expecting Him to do supernatural stuff that some of y'all know some of them men can't do half of that stuff. Hell, some of them can't even get up. Some of them can't even drive straight because their back too damn bad. You know them. Yeah, some of them sorry as hell. Some of the men ain't fit to do it. You got all these expectations. How you have expectations of a joker who can't do to sit on his black ass and sit there and sit his shiny ass at a damn kitchen table all damn day long, talking about why he can't. Negro, you not Chinese. Your black ass is African. Your black ass is African. But now let's reverse the role, because now you have a lot of men who have these high expectations of women. First of all, you putting women in a position your ass is supposed to be in. Your ass is supposed to be the one that's supposed to be. You're supposed to be the role has reversed now, because you got so many sorry stinking ass Negroes that want to lay on their buzzard ass. I'm talking about, even if your ass works, some of you still sorry. Even if you work, some of your ass still sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna go in on your black sorry tired ass. I'm gonna go in on your damn 10-toe not needing ass, because you don't use them no damn way except to walk and do other bullshit instead of take care of your damn house. You bastard. You gopher face bastard at that. I knew you was a damn groundhog, and we should beat your ass for waking up too goddamn early, because you woke up during the damn fall, had us goddamn shivering and shit when you're supposed to woke up during the damn spring, you bastard. But then you have all these expectations of women. You want women to step into men's shoes and to wear men's shoes. You want them to work. You want them to take care of home responsibility. Some of y'all sorry ass want them to cut grass and you know and all this here stuff here on top of cleaning after your sorry stinking tired ass. On top of cooking for your stinking round raggedy throat ass. On top of all that shit, that you know what I watched my and every one of these women was strongest. And well, let me change that. Ain't nowhere in the hell you was just to play either one of them women. Neither one of them. I'm talking about. I'm talking about. From my aunt Marvina to my aunt. And I'm trying. I hope I'm getting them in order. My aunt Marvina, my aunt Aunt Anna, my aunt uh, Farabelle, my aunt Rosemary, and my aunt, I mean, my mom. You wasn't fit to play with neither one of them. Huh? You fit to what now? You would think a tsunami was coming through. Let's talk about my aunt Martina just for 1 second. Yeah, you would think a whole tsunami was coming through. She didn't play the radio. Period. You said who? No, up here. I'm not even going to go into that. As a matter of fact, I'm scared even talking about it right now because she didn't play the ball. She didn't play the ball. I'm talking about at all. I'm talking about no balls holding up. Period. And then my aunt my aunt Anna. My aunt Anna was a little more subtle, but one thing about it, you had to push her into a corner. You pushed her into a corner, you had a fight on your hand. My aunt, my aunt Farrah, she was just to give you hell off the top. I'm talking about off the top. I'm talking about she was just to go in. Rosemary. Now I'm gonna say this here. My aunt Rosemary was I'm talking about she had a good heart and you wanted to stay on her good side. You wanted to stay on her good side. You wanted to stay on her good side. You didn't want to go there. You did not go there. But you would have got your whole ass beat, not just part of it, the whole ass. The whole ass. And she didn't believe but part of that. She wanted to be the whole entire. And then my mom was out of fighting and stuff because either the sisters would always jump, to her rescue, or she would. Or now she could tell you how to go to hell, and you would think about where the path to that at? Where the path to the hell? She was one of those. She was one of those. She that on that level where she would do it in such a jokingly way where she reminded me more or less of what's that of that 227 Jack K. She had somewhat of that bubbly personality. That was somewhat similar. You got a lot of guys now that that even during this, and prior to this COVID, let's forget about the damn COVID. Because a lot of people you didn't want to do it. Stop telling damn lies. So stop using COVID. But see, the thing is, this is the thing of being in the married life. I'm speaking experience from seeing over the years. If it wasn't family members, if it wasn't friends, and it was neighbors, or it was actually when you saw frustration. I'm gonna tell you something about a guy now. A guy will get frustrated when he can't provide. Now, a lot of them not trying to violate, must thinking ass in a car, in your car, riding around, seeing other women while you working. And yeah, I'm gonna say while you working and stuff, and then you here it is. I don't give a damn what two people are coming together. Both parties are bringing something. I don't give a damn if it's positive, negative, whatever. Everybody has something that you're bringing. Now, I saw something else in your ass. Matter of fact, it was I would put you give an example of less grits and stuff like hell to the now. Both parties are okay. Let's look at this. You're bringing, let's say you go down to the Mercedes dealership. Well, let's say I want to get a car that I don't know nobody else got. Okay, well, damn, I can't. Let's say I don't know nobody got a Rolls Royce. Okay, let's say you're going down there to get a Rolls Royce. Now, the Rolls Royce. You done saw there is no, you can't, there's no returns. You can't get, there's no return. You say, man, I don't need no going down that road in this Rolls Royce. This is a Rolls Royce. Here it is. You get in the car. The first thing you notice, you could have at least cleaned the dirty ass car, but you cruising down. Yeah, look at me. You done made it through you done made it through three lights. But here it is. I'm talking about you just a driving, you just a you say what you go and you look up under you look up under the motor. So here it is. So here they really trick you on the motor inside. Everybody is looking at looks. Damn, I want to be with that individual for the rest of my life. Knowing that you're going to feel the same way about if you're not connected in 4 and 5 different persons. Still, I was, still am sometimes. but some, but we have all these different personalities, and we want to put our best forward, especially when we meet the person. But this is the part. That's why so many disconnections take place because because and now let's look at the other scenario on that. Like I said, this is from my opinion of from what I've experienced over the years, especially from seeing my mom. Okay, now let's look at the other scenario of that. Now, you could have gotten to know the individual. Let's say you did take time to get to know the individual and or whatever, or what have you got to know the individual. Okay, but then then you started noticing different changes. Then you started noticing different changes or whatever. This is a sign here, and this is a sign here that there is an attachment to you, but there's an attachment to somebody that's staying in this here because you got a lot of people, and let me explain what I'm talking about. You got a lot of people that would see what you have and they want it, but they don't even know what the hell is in it. You see what I'm saying? So, in other words, here it is. Everybody would think, "Oh, that's if I ever get married, that's how I want mine to be. I want it to be." But they don't know what's going on behind the scenes because they don't know who that individual is because they haven't taken time. I'm talking about the outside people. Now, that's why I said it's difficult a lot of times talking about. You can tell them anything, And when they act on it, they're acting off of what you say. So if you go out and you say, for instance, if you go out and you say, "Oh, I'm so sick of this here nigga, this nigga ain't nothing, this nigga ain't never gonna be fit, this nigga mama ain't had yet." Let's say you telling this girl here this all the time, and this is supposed to be your best friend. I'm just using this for an example. And next thing you know, she's like, "Oh yeah, he ain't nothing. You should. I know why you stay that with him. Why?" She getting ready to go talk to him, but it ain't to help your ass. So you really have to be careful what you share with other people, the opposite sex, because people sometimes don't have your best interest in hand. So especially when it comes to a marriage or a relationship, everybody don't have. Some people don't want to see you together. Some people don't want to see you together, and I'm talking about sometimes your own damn spouse don't want to be together. But it's not that they don't want to be together; it's that a lot of people just want to come into a relationship, and they feel like you're supposed to be that gullible and that vain to accept whatever, and they're not upset because you're not as vain and you're not gullible as they wanted you to be. See, a lot of guys want women to be gullible and vain. You hear it is you're in the background with all this whatever going on. "Oh yeah, I'm at work." Here, do you want her to say, "Oh, okay, well, whenever you come home the next day at 2 p.m., which would have been a head bust in my family. I'm trying to tell you the truth right now. Damn woman I can think of, well, maybe one that won't bust your head to the white meat, if not through the skull. But you come in and then she was like, "Oh, how was your day?" "Oh, I had to work over." "Oh, okay then. Oh, I guess you want to get some sleep." "Yeah, I want to get some sleep." "Yeah, your ass been sleep." And I ain't just trying to go in on men. Now don't get that. I'm not trying to beat men up or not, none of that stuff. I'm just talking about a lot of times whenever we just don't notice a lot of stuff in men or in women or in men rather, that you would normally look over had you not been in a position where you just were really pretty much forced to see different things. Now that's even the same thing with your kids. Now some of y'all should have been watching your damn kids to see what was going on. Your ass been sitting on your ass for 3 months. You got 9 kids. You got 9 kids sitting here circling around Barney and Friends on TV, ain't doing nothing else. And then here it is, you say, "Well, I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna leave the 7-year-old in charge." And here it is, they go off and do whatever. Ain't no telling whatever. Then you come back home and you're mad or upset or crying because something done happened or whatever, because you're not taking the time out with your damn children. What the hell else you got to do? You know, one thing about my mom, and I ain't gonna just even say my mom. I'll say any one of the 5 sisters, either one of them. The one thing I could say that they all had in common is they did the best they could by their kids. Looking back, they love their kids. They took their kids. I'm talking about everywhere. All of us was told was carried around somewhere. I don't care where. Well, I don't care. I don't care if it was just. I don't care if it was to the mailbox. They kept an eye on us back then. You get it? They watched us back then. I'm talking about all of them. They watched us. And then the other part of that is we had a community back then. Oh my goodness, it was a community back then. I'm talking about if you went up to the top of the road, Mr. Morris, who was a band director, he'd tear your ass up if you come up acting all kind of crazy. Then if you come on down, we had Miss Alice Dixon right there on the corner. She'd beat your ass, she'd tear your ass up for real now. We went over to her yard one time. We went over her yard and picked some plums. I promise you, I don't think I eat plum. Matter of fact, I don't remember the last time I had a damn plum. She tore my ass up. She tore all out. No, she tore my ass up because all my cousins lied on my ass. Yeah, I remember that shit. Good. Y'all got not like ass tore up. I always been the ass tore up. Miss Young, Miss Charlie Young, Charlie Young, God bless her dead. But Miss Ethel Young, she's over there on the left hand side. Well, I don't remember her ever tearing nobody ass up. I remember her being a little scared sometimes. Because one time the wind was blowing and I just happened to be walking past the road and she come out there, oh, Eric, can you come in here and look up? And I went in there and I looked, I said, what's wrong, Miss Ethel? She was like, oh, something moving back there in the room. Hell, if you're scared to go back there in the damn room, what make you think I'm gonna go back there in the damn room? It might be your damn husband telling you to get back there. Just see that I overdid it. But that's probably what it is. Charlie probably telling your ass to get right. He telling your ass to get right. That's all. I'm just leaving. I'm gone. But anyway, then you had my Aunt Lee. Now, my Aunt Lee, she didn't play the radio. Now, don't you ever, and she will put a belt across your back behind while she praying in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, and she's turning it into a song. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus. Get twisted. I heard some stuff, in the day I heard she'll take a butcher knife and go, hell. Lord, I hope none of my family is watching. I'm just joking now. I'm really just joking. But let's go over to Mr. Roger. Mr. Roger and um Miss Dora. They are deceased, so God bless the dead. But ah, that joker. When I tell you, when I tell you what, when you come by that road, and before you can even get on Halsondale Road and you smell Budweiser, don't come down the Halsondale yet. Don't come down there yet. Now, of according to what time of day you come down through there now. So you can come down through there if you smell Budweiser from 7 o'clock to 12 o'clock that night. He owned that. Now from 12 until around 9 in the morning, he on the floor in the in the garage on the ground because he didn't talk too much. See, from when he start, don't come through there because he's crazy. That guy was crazy. He was crazy. That's as crazy as son was. It's crazy. Yeah. And then I'm gonna skip my aunt house for 1 second. No, I ain't. My dude. I, you know, she's a good person. Don't get me wrong. She'll help you. She'll give you the shirt off her back, but she'll snatch the damn shirt off your back if you get out of line. I'm talking about. I'm talking about. I done seen some stuff. My aunt don't play the bar. I'm talking about with my ass either. My aunt done cuss my. If you ain't got, if you say you in this family, and you ain't got put in your place by my aunt, then you not in this family. You not. You not. The mom didn't. She go in on the president. I wish she would have. But she would go in. She didn't care. She didn't give a damn who you was, who you was with, what group, what organization you was with. None of that. She didn't give a damn about none of that. She'd throw soap in the eye too. She raised hell with them too. She didn't know. She didn't play. She didn't play. And then you had, and prior to Frank and them. Hold on, y'all. I'm not picking. I'm not picking. Okay. Okay. Prior to them over there, my aunt stayed there first. Before she moved. My aunt Rosemary, she stayed there first. Like I said, she was real reserved, but just stay on her good side. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Because she will show you what the operating is. She will show you where Scrivener County Memorial Hospital is. And then later on, Frank and Barbara then moved there. Yeah. But and then my grandfather, he didn't play and stuff. And then my cousin, she stayed there too, and my uncle, the one that died, God bless the dead, and my cousin, all of them dead. God bless the dead on all of them. But my grandfather was crazy. I'm talking about. I really do believe he had some really deep. And please don't haunt me, but I believe he had some real. I believe he was rooted or something because he. I mean, why were you that? He was mean as hell. I'm talking about he was mean as around. He was mean. I'm talking about my granddaddy was mean as hell. He was mean. One time, he was so mean. The only food he would eat was for my cousin. So this one because I learned that real quick because I cooked for him one time and he watched me the whole time and his face was like this the whole time. I said, "Well, Granddaddy, really not for real, for real. You remember that rice, that gummy rice that you used to cook, that gummy rice with that grease that you used to pour in it? My face was the same way. When he would sit there and ask me, did I want to taste that something? Hell no. Mm-mm, hell no. I'm good. Daddy, I used to call him Daddy. I'm like, Daddy, I didn't eat. I'm full as hell. I was hungry as hell. I couldn't wait for Grandmama to come back from tearing from church. And they used to tear for so long. They used to sit there. I'm like, one time I almost tapped Grandma on the shoulder before I woke. I woke up the next morning. I don't know. She knocked the hell out of me. I knocked. You don't touch them folk when they tearing. They tear it, so they tear it all night. They say they want to tear it till they get a word. But anyway, yeah. So yeah. So and then you go on down and you had the Bentons, and they were some good people, but we aggravated them so bad. One night I went over to the to Mr. Benton, and I knocked on the door. This was right. This was on Halloween. This was right after trick or treating. They had all that candy. The next day I went over there. They gave you real good candy. I'm talking about good candy. I'm talking about even if you didn't have to go to no more houses after you left them, but they had that good candy. I'm talking about that good candy. Good. That's why some of us look the way we did. But anyway, I went over there one night and I was like, I knocked on it, but my cousin put me up to it. And I ain't gonna call my cousin's name. I ain't gonna call his name. But that was my cousin. We done been through some stuff. But anyway, he the one talked me into going over there. He know he did too. If he look at it, he'll laugh about it. I went over there. He said, "Go over there and ask him for some itching powder." I say, "Itching powder." So what the hell? He said, "Just go over there and ask him." He said, I went over there. I knocked on the door. He said, "Oh." He come out there. I say, "Hey, how you doing, Mr. Benton?" He say, "Hey, how you doing, young man? How you doing?" I say, "Well, he didn't sound like that. I forgot how he sounded. Really." I say, "I'm doing good." I said, "You got any itching powder?" He said, "Itching powder." He went way up there. He had a Patti LaBelle note. He had a Whitney Houston note. He had a Mariah Carey note. Oh, itching powder. I said, "Yeah, itching powder." He said, "What is itching powder?" I, I was lost for words. I didn't know what the hell to do. I was being taught how to lie then. I didn't. But I didn't know what to say after that. I didn't know what to say after that. And Lord, then we get over to Miss Daisy. It's been so many Sundays I wanted to go over there and tear that damn piece. I'm talking about I wanted to go over and rip every damn. I wanted to rip every damn key because she wasn't following the keys no how. I'm talking about she would never sing on note. She would never sing on key. She wouldn't play because she couldn't sing in key because the damn piano was off key. I wanted to go over there and run. I wanted to go over there and knock on her door and say, "Please shut the hell up. You done killed 4 dogs and 3 cats. It's on the verge to die." Bringing in the sheep. Bringing in the sheep. We are producing. Bringing in the sheep. No, your ass bringing in mental health. This is what you're doing. I'm talking about you was crazy as hell. I didn't appreciate you messing up the neighborhood. I didn't with all them messed up songs. I didn't appreciate you going in the hymn book messing up them damn songs. And the battle of Republicans and the battle of putting the damn board around your damn house and I can't say that. That's what I wanted to do. So you should have put a damn wall up around your house, soundproof, every Sunday. She talking about that. I'm talking about now. She used to give out good candy too. Now I would say that she didn't like us because we kill all the goldfish back there in the back of her. You know, the one she had back there in the back of her pond. She thought she had a nice. I'm talking about she used to go back down there every day, sitting down there. That was her meditation spot. Well, we went down there, and I'm talking about we went through there, and I'm talking about every goldfish was on the ground. I'm talking about all of them was on the ground. And I ain't trying. I ain't. You know, I'm not making fun of that because that wasn't right whatsoever. But you know, we wasn't right. You know. So that's how we wasn't right. But then you come on around. Let me see who's oh, then you come on around the curve. That was the Roberts right there on the in that brick house right there. Now, I don't really know nothing about them. Now, I ain't really seen nothing. I don't really know nothing about them. I seen that woman running that house one day. I don't really know what she was running from, but all I heard is saying, "Help! Help!" I think that nigga got behind her with something. I'm not really sure. I seen her running. She was running the opposite way though, because the houses was up towards where all us were. She was running down the dirt road, but nothing down that way. But a white family, they weren't gonna let their black ass in there. You know, if he was beating your ass, you know he was running the wrong way. You should have ran up there where the black folk was. You was running down there toward the white damn dog go on me one day. Well, on me and my cousin. If that tree wasn't there, they would have got the well, we would have got bit and ate up. They would have lived, they would have got their ass beat. Yeah, but see, the white folk wasn't gonna help you. You ran your black ass down that way, hollering, talking about help. You was going the wrong way. You was running into danger. You was running. See, you was crazy. You was running from a cereal food into Freddy Krueger. Yeah, see, you was running into harder danger. Ass. I'm talking about he got behind. I don't know what the hell she done, what he done, what she find, what he find. I don't know what happened. I ain't gonna even sit here and act like I know what happened. All I seen was when I was getting ready to. Well, I wasn't gonna even going jogging. I was going walking down there for some reason. But anyway, I seen her run out that yard, and I looked. I said, "What the hell?" And when I seen he couldn't run though, you know he fell twice. He was a big fat nigga. I don't even see what she married the big slop for no damn way, fine ass. Well, I wear glasses too, but I don't think mine was as thick as yours, Pastor. Yeah, but anyway, coming on down, we stayed. It was a white family. I don't know nothing about them. Now, I do know that they was country as hell. They was real country. I do know they was country and ghetto because the lady she used to come out there every day barefooted walking, so I knew she was country as hell. And then she had three siblings, three kids, all of them in the dirt, all that dirt and sand and stuff in their face. They love stuff like that. They love, oh, Tommy, come and get in the mud. It's so cute. Then you wonder why all them cute worms go in their ass and all that type of stuff. You let them crawl through all that damn mud. But I'm being funny, but we really don't know what we have allowed to become a norm. There's so much stuff that we have allowed to become a norm until I don't know. It's let me go into what I'm talking about. Okay, for instance, now here it is. I don't give a damn if it's a wife, a husband, a friend, a family member, uh, um, roomie, whatever the case is. Here it is. So many people are interested in your life. Notice I didn't say your story. They don't want to hear now damn thing about your story. They're interested and I know some folks saying, well, in your life, your story. No, it's two different things. But here's what's happening. What can I put my nose in? Because I need to stay on top of shit. I need to see what's going on because I understand the COVID is going on and I need to keep up some shit. So I see this is the perfect opportunity for me to put some shit out there in the atmosphere because I know that it's going to land in the right ear. That's exactly what I'm talking about as far as because one of the things that and like I said, this is just my opinion, and so I wrote this one particular step. The first step that me personally that I would take, especially during this well hell before COVID, to hell with just COVID, to hell with COVID. This should be a life. This is something I had to learn myself. Is that um first of all, don't be so damn quick to share your story. I mean, to tell your story with everybody because, like I said, some people want to use it as a weapon, not as a maneuvering, not as a way to help you. Some people just want to use it as a damn weapon. So I wouldn't share my story with everybody. I wouldn't share what I'm going through with everybody. I understand that we have to vent, but sometimes we have to find different avenues because some avenues is just trying to medicate a problem with a problem. Because some people are just some damn problem. I'm sorry, some people are just some damn problem. Some people you can't tell a damn thing because it'll be on CNN News before CNN News even put it on CNN News. That is just the damn truth. So and we have to be very mindful because I'm gonna tell you the truth. Now I like Spanish people and Mexicans, Latinos, all that, all of them hard workers and the good people. But you need to watch the damn kids because some of them like they got hit up here the other day because the country is sitting out eating damn avocados, crunching on damn tacos and shit. And the damn kids sitting up here in the middle of the damn road like they got hit by damn two cars, not one, two of them. Uno, dos, mother. Uno, whatever the hell y'all eat. Supreme nachos and shit. And your damn kids up there in the middle of the damn road just to get damn hit. No me la quedo muy entre la damn door. I don't know what the hell it means, but I sure hope you understood it. Getting the damn kids out of the damn street. Some of y'all crazy as hell too. You might be hard workers, you might be good people. Y'all good people. I'm talking about I love y'all to death. Y'all real good people. Y'all, some of y'all crazy as hell too. I'm talking about they have now. Don't make one of them mad now. You make one of them mad. I'm talking about they mad as hell. They ain't gonna forget. They just like an elephant. They just don't forget nothing. They don't forget nothing. That's why I don't make none of them mad. Because if I make one of you mad, I'm not coming to eat nothing. I'm not coming to eat. Ain't no sense of you talking about to cook the damn thing. I don't give a damn. I smell, I look. I'm not just to make you mad and come eat a damn thing. Nothing. Nothing. I want you to say it with me. Nothing. Hell no, hell. I don't even want to eat some of the stuff some Africans make. Whatever. But anyway, somebody mad as hell. Oh well. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to come on and cut up. But I'm serious at the same time. Y'all make certain that you pay more close attention to your spouse. I know that this COVID is going on. You can't get out as much as you need to. But I think conversation rules the nation. I think when you lack conversation, I think that's when you gain problems. And I think when there is no communication, I think that's where the trust issues and all that stuff comes in because I'm not sure what's going on because you're not telling me. So that means that I feel disconnected from you. So that means in order for me to connect with your ass, that means that you need to open your damn mouth and share with me your location, what's going on, what time you got the number. So, hey, how many times you said the damn shit? That's how some of these. That's how some. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, for real, for real. I hope everyone stay super, super, super safe I don't give a damn if you like me or not. Stay safe. Stay your ass in the house when you don't have to. Some of y'all little young guys that sitting out in the street all day long instead of going out there getting your job or whatever. And oh, I want to encourage all of the youth um to go on www.alorica.com. Once again, that's www.alorica.com. Alorica, ALORICA or something like that.com. But anyway, go on there. It's a work at home job. It actually pays pretty decent weekly. As a matter of fact, pretty much anybody can go. And this is just another way, a little way to earn extra income. During the week. Actually, you can earn a lot more. It's just according to your own personal need or what you see as a need. Some of them don't even see a damn need to get out there, but whatever. But anyway, go to that website and fill out that website. And they go, if I'm not mistaken now, like I said, go and read the information for yourself. But if I'm not mistaken, I think they give you $1,000 after training. I think training is like 2 weeks. So I think they give you like a training a check as well after 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, go back but I do know it's a good program. I do know that you get paid. And I do know that it's good additional income. So with that being said, I'm getting ready to. I was going to try to sit on here for 5 more minutes. I said to hell with that because my feet are hurting and I don't even have shoes on, and my feet are still hurting. And I done soaked them. I done been to the doctor. Don't tell me nothing about a doctor. I done been to the doctor. I done been to everything. The only thing I ain't done is stuck these asses in the oven. And I done walked by it twice. I done walked by the oven twice and let it know, look at here, you keep showing me pain, I will show your ass pain. Well, hell, that's the same thing because I'm in pain right now because of these, by the way. And if I put them in the oven, my ass gonna be in worse pain. So I'm crazy as hell. I'm just joking. But anyway, I didn't know what the hell I was going to talk about or anything since I pretty much messed up. Well, I ain't gonna say I messed it up. I'm just gonna say I wasn't fully aware of the different information, and I'm definitely not gonna go into this particular information without having well, I'm gonna say my cousin on who's an educator without having her on. So and because she has firsthand knowledge of what takes place as far as the daily operations, as far as the classroom activity and the different movement, around the schools and stuff that like that. And so she can pretty much enlighten us on on more information to a safer transition within the school. But anyway, with that being said, I might come back tomorrow and just do something quick around 7. I might start at 7 just to make up. Well, I ain't gonna say just to make up. I'm just gonna say just to do something. I may have some different content. Like I said, I might throw a little think that I'm just on here just clowning or whatever. I was trying to find a practical way of presenting um, information in a way that it would um, be more receptive because better in a better way that it would be better receptive because receive rather because a lot of people I can look at the news and I love looking at it. I can look at the news all day, but that's just something that I can do. Everybody can't do that. So you have to find a way to meet people where they are or get people excited or interested. In order to get them excited or interested in whatever, what can I do? So I said that, well, I'm naturally clown anyway. I'm always, clown and whatever. So why not try this out? And so far, it's been working, pretty decent. Although I still have just one customer, but it's okay. It'll grow in time. As a matter of fact, some of the videos have been catching traction. Like I said, I'm not really sure who um, all is um, watching, but not yet. But anyway, with that being said, like I said, you all stay safe, and take very, 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 very guard safe your mind. I don't want to have that with just some discussions that I'm going to have on here. I don't want to be the one to, because it will just be my opinion. I want to talk with professionals who are actually doing the job, like this education during a pandemic. I want people who are in those professions. So, but my thing is with the mind, um, even being inside, for 3 months, or even if you have to be inside, I can only give this advice and this advice, and this was some advice that was given for me to me. Not saying that all advice is for everybody, but I'm going to share what has worked for me, which I was always an avid reader anyway. I love reading. Now, I love reading. But I read. A lot of times I'll sit. I stay on the phone sometimes for some reason or another. But I'm always on my computer, and I'm always, if I'm not, in trading or whatever, I'm always on my computer looking, researching stuff, and learning different stuff. It's a lot of stuff that I didn't know anything about, and just going on there. I'm talking about, it just opens your mind to a whole. And people not a lot of people love humor, so why not combine the two and see how that works? Well, like I said, I just started, so hell, so I'm not looking for a million people tomorrow. But as time progresses, and move forward, I'm hoping for a larger, not so much for monetization. Like I said, if that happens, fine. If not, fine. But I would like a platform where I can do more as far as talking and trying to get messages, because I have so many different serious, I'm talking about serious um uh topics that I want to get on. I want to go into a whole slew of different things. I want to go into health. I want to go into sexuality. I want to go into I just want to go into I am going to go into a whole lot of stuff. And like I said, as I grow, um, these are some of the things that I'm going to implement. Now, you will know a lot more about my own personal life, as I continue to grow on this little small platform that I have. But you will learn more and more and more and more. And I will definitely be revealing, well, I don't say revealing, but I will definitely be talking more and more about my own experiences, because I believe the only way you can truly help an individual is to let them know that you have also been in that same place, that same space, that same whatever. And not to say that you've gotten out of it or blah blah blah, whatever, but you found an avenue to make it more bearable, and you found an avenue where you can at least smile again. And I want to bring everybody to that point, because this journey now that I'm on, and it is a journey. And like I said, there are people that know me or whatever that would say, "Oh, that boy crazy." That's a fair assessment. I'll take that, because they don't know who I am now, so I'll take that as a fair assessment. But this particular journey, like I was saying, um, it's pretty much it's not so much going back in time, but it's dealing with giants that you have walked past your entire life. And we have learned that, as time progress, so many different things build if we don't tear them down or dismantle them from the beginning. But if you notice, as time progresses, as time go on, the harder it is to dismantle or tear down or break things down. So just imagine going back years and years and years and years through so many different things that you wanted to face, but that you were a coward yourself because you were afraid to look at that because it spelled nothing but pain. It spelled nothing but pain. It spelled nothing but hurt. It spelled nothing but confusion. It was just something you just didn't want to face. And those are the things that we're coming all the way but through, and we're walking um, into the future, and we're not looking at possibilities. We're not just looking at possibilities. We're not operating off of just, and this, like I said, this is no religious group. This has nothing to do with any of that stuff. None of that stuff. This is just getting on the path that was designed for you. Because a lot of times we get sidetracked by a lot of sideshows, a lot of spectators, a lot of bullshit on the side that has nothing to do with where we're supposed to go in life. And we get so caught up with that stuff and we get sidetracked. And that's exactly what that stuff is supposed to do. It's supposed to get you sidetracked. You're supposed to let stuff uh, get under your skin if you're not thick skinned. And those are some of the things that I had to learn as far as getting thick skin. Now I can literally sit on here. I wouldn't care, what this one say, that one say. But the thing is, we're supposed to focus on the truth within our own lives. This is this journey I'm talking about. I'm talking about our own truths. We're walking in our own truths now. As we're walking in our own truths, we're walking in unity because when one see that the other one is slacking or falling or may be trying to throw in the towel or whatever, we're there to immediately see. This is what I was telling you about being a thug. A thug doesn't mean that you're the strongest or you're the loudest. A thug, to me, like I said, my opinion, means one that can act immediately. I'm talking about without thought. I don't have to think how I'm going to survive. I don't have to think about how I'm going to eat because I'm a survivor. That's what was instilled in you. This is what was instilled in you at birth. You are a survivor. You are a fighter. You can do it. These are the different things that we need to reach back and we need to tell those people that's on the sideline that feel as if that they can't do these things. Because you don't understand. A lot of times people have been told in their life that they couldn't be something or they wasn't going to necessarily have to come out your mouth to tell somebody what you're trying to tell them. Because, like I was saying, you're trying to tell a whole lot about what you speak more by not saying a word sometimes, and you don't even realize I'll do that. And so, but anyway, on this particular journey, it deals with self, and like I said, you definitely have to become somewhat selfish, and not saying selfish like in a nasty way or none of that stuff. I'm saying selfish as far as tuning out everything. I'm talking about you literally have to even put yourself in a position to potentially be hated because of some of the choices that you have to make in order to stay focused on this. Now, I'm not going to tell you I stay focused every day on it because sometimes I get sidetracked, but I immediately jump back on because I think about where I'm trying to get to in this walk. And now, um, with that being said, it has to deal with the food intake. with any food that I eat. As I was sharing with as a matter of fact, with the same cousin that's going to come in and and we were talking prior to that, about different things as far as like weight and stuff. Now this particular walk, it deals with weight. It deals with the mind. It deals with sight, and I'm not talking about just with the natural sight. It deals with vision. It deals with vision, goals, and actually, and I'm not talking about a long-term goal. I'm talking about a goal. I'm talking about a goal. I may make a goal and jot out. Let me give you my book and show you my book. I got this here. I got my computer sitting on this book. Okay. So this is my book that I have. This is my goal. This is my calendar. I'll bring it up so you can see. I have my calendar. Okay, it's now if you see the sides, all of the um it's got all of the months in it. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm gonna just put it up a little closer. It's got all of the months in it. It's got all of the months in it. It goes all the way pretty much like a planner for school. But it's pretty much like a planner. So if you get a planner, it's the same thing pretty much. But anyway, I got this, and so what you do is, okay, this is it in a nutshell. I'm talking about this is the complete journey. So basically, you start by um, that morning, well, that night, or however, whatever time before you go to bed, or right before you go to bed, confessing all of your I'm talking about just confessing all of your faults. I'm talking about everything that you just feel like just was negatively done during that day. And the reason you're confessing this is because you're releasing all of that negative energy, because one, if we go to bed, I didn't know any, like I said, this is new to me. I didn't know any of this, but when you go to bed and you go to bed with all of that energy, okay, that energy just keeps creating, just keeps creating. Do you remember in the Bible where it says that, here it is, when a demon is cast out, that the devil go and return with seven? Okay, but now here it is, those that negative energy, it returning, it's already there, and it just keeps doubling and doubling and doubling and doubling and doubling and building and building and building. And all of that energy is just building over time until I'm talking about, we sometimes get resistant to even changing from that. That's who we become. So that's why I say a lot of times people, whenever you see people bitter or whatever, that may not be who they are. It may be who they have grown in or growing into because of the different things that they are going through. Okay, now after that, after the confession, let me make certain that this connection, it says that it's unstable. Okay, there it is. But okay, after the confession of your faults, now you're getting all. You see where I'm going? You're getting all of that negative energy out. At least this is the way it's supposed to work. Like I said, I'm new, so I'm not where some of them at, but you're getting that negative energy out. Now you're breathing in new energy, where you're saying your different goals. You're setting the goal. I'm not talking about anything long term. I'm talking about stuff that you can meet. I'm talking about things that you can meet, even if it's something next month, something that you can meet. But it has to be something like something earlier than next year. Nothing far off. Nothing past a month. We have to set those goals. Let's say I'm gonna go jogging. I'm not jogging. I'm gonna go walking around the school track on um on I'm just using this as an example now. On October the August, September. On September the 13th, no, on September the 11th, I'm going walking around school in honor of 9/11. I'm just using that as an example. Whatever you want to do. I mean, just so long, whatever goal you meet, this is why you go back in your plan. It's just like this. So it's pretty much like a teacher, but it's teaching you, and it's getting you to a place where you can rise to the occasion, but then you can rise above the mess. All right. So after you have breathed, after you have gotten in this agenda, and you have gotten in your plan, and you got all that stuff down. Okay, this is where because your meal can. I didn't know it. Like I said, I didn't know any of this. Our meals can throw off our how we act. Our not enough sleep can throw off sometimes the way we act. Just I didn't know half of the stuff. As they were going deeper and deeper and deeper into this, I was like, wow, wow, this is real. So, I'm probably gonna do a video on that one. As a matter of fact, I think I will, because like I said, I'm new to it, and it pretty much gets you to face different things, like whatever your struggles were in the past, or now, or whatever. I'm talking about regardless of what it was, or regardless of what it is. If you've been a pathological something like me, I was a pathological. You could say I was a pathological. Oh, that boy line. You can't really get upset, and I'm just using this as an example. Like someone just used me. You can't really get upset when people say, "Oh, no, he ain't doing nothing but lying." The reason you can't get upset because that's all you have done. Rather than that's all you're still doing is now those negative energies are out. Now the energy that's supposed to come back in is supposed to be not anything you say. This goes back to this video that I made about my walk away from church. Folks saved my life. Not anything you say, but your walk. I'm talking about you tell me more about who you are based on how you live. Ever you can tell me about whatever with what you say, and I always been like that. I've always been able to distinguish the two. But this is the thing with this journey. It gives you a clear picture of who you are, and and this is why I said that a lot of people don't stay on it, because it's not about a damn soul but you. It's about you. You can't go over here and say, oh, look at which I do from time to time. Like I said, I'm new to it, but you can't go over here and say, well, look at such and such and such. Okay, look at your ass. Are you serious? For real? But anyway, damn. Oh hell no! It's an hour. Oh no! Oh hell no! I don't went an hour and 17 minutes and 24 seconds. Hell no! Damn! I didn't know I talked that long. I was talking about 30 minutes and it's hour and so. But anyway, you're welcome to comment. You're welcome to subscribe, and please ring the bell. Ring the bell so you can get the content. I may come, like I said, I may come out with something 30 minutes from now. It don't matter. But so you can keep up with all the content that I come out with. And like I said, a lot of stuff that I'm coming out with is going to be educational stuff. But like I said, I'm going to leave that to the professionals. I'm going to let them come in their own way and explain and go into more detail with substance. I'm talking about not just opinions, but with substance, instead of my opinions. But anyway, with that being said, peace. Oh, wow, I look like a Chinese right now, don't I? I'm like, it's Chinese. I ain't shining that much tonight. I thought I was shining. I ain't shining that much tonight.